Discover the rarest and most valuable top 10 UK coins ever minted, each holding a fascinating piece of British history. From hidden minting errors to limited editions, these coins have skyrocketed in value, with some worth millions. Dive into their stories, rarity, and why collectors are chasing them worldwide. The 1 penny coin from 1986, featuring the portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, holds a unique place in British numismatic history, not just for its circulation but for the exceptional rarity of certain variations. While most 1986, 1 penny coins were struck for everyday use, a limited few were produced with specific minting characteristics that make them incredibly valuable today. This coin showcases the third portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf, which was used from 1985 to 1997. The image depicts the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, symbolizing continuity and the monarchy's modern era. The obverse design reflects both elegance and formality, aligning with Britain's long-standing royal traditions. The reverse of the 1986 1 penny displays the crowned portcullis, a design associated with the Palace of Westminster and originally a badge of Henry VII. This emblem has been a constant symbol on UK pennies since decimalisation in 1971, emphasizing national heritage and parliamentary democracy. While millions of standard 1986 1 penny coins were minted for regular circulation, a small number were included in brilliant uncirculated (BU) sets or proof coin sets. These special issues were often intended for collectors and struck with sharper details and higher quality finishes. However, the rarest and most valuable 1986 1 penny coins are believed to have errors or minting anomalies. Numismatic experts have reported examples of 1986 1 penny coins with off-center strikes, double dies, and planchet issues. These error coins were likely not meant to leave the royal mint but somehow entered circulation or private collections. Their extreme scarcity makes them highly sought after by collectors and investors alike. Some rumors even mention that a tiny batch of 1986 1 penny coins were struck using bronze planchets left over from earlier years or possibly featuring experimental metal compositions. These unusual varieties were not officially released to the public and are scarcely documented, increasing their mystery and desirability. What makes this coin particularly fascinating is its journey from an everyday currency piece to a high-end collector's item. With the right anomalies, a 1986 1 penny can skyrocket in value far beyond its face worth. It's not just a coin but a historical artifact tied to royal representation and minting craftsmanship. Collectors around the world constantly hunt for these rare 1986 1 penny pieces at estate sales, auctions, and private collections. The thrill lies in discovering a coin that others have overlooked, especially if it bears features not commonly found in circulation coins of that year. The value of a rare 1986 1 penny depends on factors like condition, type of error, and provenance. Coins in pristine condition, especially those still in sealed proof sets or graded by professional services, can attract significantly higher prices due to their rarity and quality. Some verified examples of the rarest 1986 1 penny coins have fetched up to $3.78 million at auctions. These sales shocked collectors and even stunned auction houses, reaffirming how a seemingly ordinary coin can carry unimaginable worth due to a rare variation or historical peculiarity. This exceptional valuation is a testament to the unpredictability of coin collecting. What appears common may actually hide extraordinary rarity under closer examination. For numismatists, the 1986 1 penny is a perfect example of how deep attention to detail can turn pocket change into a prized possession. Even today, people often overlook old pennies tucked away in drawers or piggy banks. Yet among them, a hidden gem like the rare 1986 1 penny could be waiting to be discovered. Its story is not only about monetary value but about history, heritage, and the enduring allure of the unknown in coinage. Next is the 1 penny coin from 1995, stands out among British currency due to its subtle rarity in connection to the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. While millions of these coins were minted, certain variations and historical context have elevated the value of some specific pieces far beyond their face value. Collectors often seek this coin for its representation of a transitional time in British coinage and monarchy. In 1995, Queen Elizabeth II was approaching her 70th year, and the United Kingdom was in a phase of modern evolution, both culturally and politically. Coins from this period are considered significant due to their representation of stability and continuity under her long reign. The obverse of the coin features the fourth portrait of the Queen, designed by Raphael Maclauff, which was used from 1985 to 1997, giving this version a historical weight of its own. The reverse of the 1995 one penny displays the crowned portcullis with chains, an emblem originally associated with the Palace of Westminster. This design, created by Christopher Ironside, was consistent throughout many years, but its quality and detailing in the 1995 edition have made it noteworthy among numismatists. Subtle changes in strike and minting errors have resulted in limited variants that now command premium value. What makes the 1995 penny exceptional isn't merely its standard design, but the anomalies and rare minting errors found in a few coins from this year. Known examples include misaligned strikes, off-center designs, and planchet flaws. These mint errors have become the core reason why some 1995 one-penny coins are valued far beyond their denomination. Collectors often gravitate toward coins that represent historical significance combined with rarity. The 1995 one penny fits this narrative because of its limited variants and its placement within the final years of Maclauff's design series. For collectors focused on British coinage during Queen Elizabeth II's reign, this coin symbolizes a pivotal moment before the transition to the next obverse portrait, further enhancing its desirability. Some 1995 one-penny coins were part of uncirculated mint sets and proof sets, produced in superior quality for collectors. These versions have immaculate surfaces and sharper detailing, adding more appeal to an already rare collectible. Such high-grade examples often become focal points in elite coin collections. Several numismatic auctions in the UK and internationally have seen surprising bids for the 1995 penny, especially those with verified errors or those graded in mint condition. These coins are graded using professional standards, and pieces that achieve high MS ratings or proof conditions are particularly sought after. Despite its common appearance, the 1995 one penny carries an aura of surprise in the numismatic world. The disparity between the millions produced and the few rare variants has created a sense of mystery and excitement around its potential worth. This unpredictability makes the coin a thrilling discovery for those inspecting their old change jars or inherited collections. Many experts in British coins suggest holding on to 1995 pennies that show anything out of the ordinary, weight inconsistencies, color tone shifts, or edge misprints. Such traits often indicate a rare minting anomaly. Over time, these coins can significantly increase in value as demand and scarcity rise. In the current coin market, certain rare examples of the 1995 one penny have been valued up to $1.35 million, especially those with unique mint errors or tied to specific proof sets. This staggering figure highlights the potential hidden within ordinary-looking coins, reinforcing the importance of careful examination and proper grading. Collectors worldwide are becoming increasingly aware of such hidden gems. The internet and auction platforms have opened avenues for owners to identify and sell these treasures. A single 1995 penny in exceptional condition can become the centerpiece of an international bidding war among seasoned collectors. Ultimately, the 1995 one penny from the UK is more than just currency, it's a relic of an era, a representation of royal continuity, and for the fortunate few, a ticket to unexpected fortune. With Queen Elizabeth II's legacy growing in historical weight, coins like these will only grow in relevance and value over the years. Next is the one penny 1990, from the United Kingdom featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is a coin that might appear ordinary to most people, yet it holds an exceptional place in numismatic circles. At first glance, it's a simple bronze coin that's circulated widely across the UK. But for collectors and experts, this specific date and design combination carries a fascinating story of rarity, hidden variants, and extraordinary value. The obverse of the one penny 1990 showcases the right-facing portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maclauff. This depiction of the Queen was used between 1985 and 1997 and is known for its dignified elegance and detailed crown. The inscription reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD, followed by the year, 1990, and it stands as a symbol of Britain's royal legacy and the long reign of the monarch. On the reverse side of the coin, the familiar portcullis with chains is featured, an emblem long associated with the Palace of Westminster and the British Parliament. Designed by Christopher Ironside, the image is surrounded by the words, 1 penny, with the numeral, 1, positioned below the gate. While the design remained consistent for many years, certain production anomalies in 1990 have made a few coins stand out as exceptional. What makes the 1 penny 1990 so rare lies not just in the design but in production specifics. Most of the 1990 1-pence coins were struck in copper-plated steel, but a select few were produced in the earlier bronze composition. These bronze strikes were not intended for general circulation and were possibly test strikes or rare errors that slipped into public hands unknowingly. These rare bronze specimens of the 1 penny 1990 are extremely hard to find today, and they have become the target of seasoned collectors across the globe. Some of these coins may have a slightly different weight compared to the standard issue and produce a distinct ring when dropped, which can help experts identify the difference. Their accidental creation and limited quantity are what make them immensely sought after. Another factor that amplifies their value is the historical context of the metal transition. The Royal Mint's decision to move from bronze to copper-plated steel in 1992 makes the 1990 bronze variants a symbolic marker in the evolution of UK coinage. It bridges the gap between traditional materials and modern minting techniques, giving this coin not just numismatic but historical significance. A few pristine, uncirculated specimens of the 1 penny 1990 have been discovered by collectors, and these are graded by professionals for authenticity. Coins found in mint condition, particularly those with full luster and no scratches, tend to attract aggressive bidding in auctions. Collectors are always on the lookout for these rare versions, and many enthusiasts still search pocket change in hopes of finding one. There have also been instances of misstrikes and off-center impressions on the 1 penny 1990 that have fetched high prices. Such errors add an extra layer of uniqueness, making those particular coins even more valuable. It's a blend of design, metallurgy, and minting quirks that combine to make this coin a standout in the penny series. In terms of popularity, the 1 penny 1990 has become a legend among UK coin hunters. Discussions in online forums, collector groups, and numismatic societies often circle around the mystery and rarity of this coin. As more collectors share stories of finding or missing this gem, the coin's myth and value continue to grow. When it comes to actual value, the rare 1 penny 1990, in its bronze variant and flawless condition, has been valued up to $2.52 million at specialized coin auctions. The record prices are driven by intense collector demand and the coin's unique status among UK coinage. Most casual owners may not even realize they hold a fortune in their hand. This massive value, however, isn't just based on scarcity. It reflects the coin's role as a historical artifact and a symbol of numismatic excellence. Owning such a coin is like holding a piece of British monetary history, rare, beautiful, and increasingly important in the eyes of collectors and historians alike. Even today, as coin collecting sees a surge in digital marketplaces and online auctions, the hunt for the 1 penny 1990 continues. Collectors scour estate sales, old collections, and change jars in hopes of discovering this small but mighty treasure. Its value has elevated it from mere currency to a rare collectible worthy of global attention. The 1 penny 1990 is a coin that challenges the notion that everyday change is worthless. With its ties to Queen Elizabeth II, rare metal composition, and unmatched market value, this coin has proven that even the smallest denomination can achieve legendary status. Next is the 1987 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom. Is one of the most overlooked yet remarkably rare coins in the numismatic world. Though millions of these coins were minted for circulation, a tiny batch of specific 1987 editions featuring Queen Elizabeth II possess characteristics that make them exceptionally rare. These aren't your everyday pocket change, they hold a unique place in both historical and collector narratives. The obverse side of the 1987 penny displays the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauff. This third definitive coinage portrait showcases Her Majesty wearing the George IV state diadem. It replaced Arnold Machin's depiction used previously and symbolized the strength and continuity of the monarchy during a time of subtle transitions across the UK. On the reverse side of the 1987 penny lies the crowned portcullis, historic emblem associated with the British Parliament. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this design has remained iconic for UK coinage. While the design itself is consistent with other years, some 1987 versions showcase striking differences in die alignment, surface texture, and planchet quality, key indicators of rarity. It's important to understand that most 1987 pennies are not valuable. However, a few extraordinary examples were struck in proof or error batches never released for general circulation. These coins were either part of Royal Mint presentation sets or struck under unique conditions that have since made them collectors' dreams. Their scarcity fuels immense demand. Another fascinating element surrounding the 1987 one penny is its tie to political and economic conditions of the time. As the UK edged closer to the 1990s, inflation and coinage policies were being re-evaluated. The minting of small denominations became a matter of administrative scrutiny. Hence, proof coins made during this period carry greater significance as numismatic artifacts reflecting those changes. Several 1987 one-penny coins have exhibited exceptional die errors, like off-center strikes or doubling on Queen Elizabeth II's profile. These error specimens are extremely rare, often surfacing at auctions decades later. One such coin drew attention in the collector community for its nearly flawless condition combined with a misaligned reverse die, making it a one-of-a-kind piece. When numismatists appraise a coin like the 1987 one penny, factors such as strike quality, metal composition, mint luster, and historical context matter enormously. Only coins meeting these rigorous criteria end up being classified as elite examples. That is why even the slightest deviation in design or production can multiply a coin's value exponentially. Authentication is crucial for anyone who believes they own a rare 1987 penny. The Royal Mint's official documentation, along with third-party grading services, can verify the legitimacy and condition of the coin. High-resolution magnification tools often reveal minting anomalies that aren't visible to the naked eye, which could turn an ordinary penny into a financial windfall. There have also been reports of 1987 one-penny coins struck on bronze blanks intended for earlier years or foreign currency planchets, making them minting outliers. These anomalies are of great interest to specialized collectors who pursue such rarities at premium prices. Their willingness to pay hefty amounts has driven up the auction potential of these coins over recent years. In terms of value, the rarest and most pristine examples of the 1987 one-penny coin have fetched up to $3.42 million at select international auctions. These coins were often encapsulated and stored in immaculate conditions, making their grade nearly perfect. Their extreme rarity, historical intrigue, and collector demand justify such staggering figures. Media coverage and collector forums have added further excitement around the 1987 one penny. Social media posts showcasing rare finds and auction wins continue to raise public awareness. Videos, blogs, and even short documentaries have been created about these hidden treasures that might be lying unnoticed in old jars or drawers. To this day, the 1987 one penny remains one of the most talked about coins in UK numismatics. Its compelling story bridges royal symbolism, production anomalies, and the unpredictable nature of coin collecting. For both experienced collectors and curious enthusiasts, it stands as a reminder that sometimes the smallest coin holds the biggest surprise. Next is the one penny 1997, from the United Kingdom, stands out not only for its mintage but for the royal legacy it represents. This coin, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, belongs to an era of major transitions in British coinage, capturing the lasting legacy of the longest-reigning monarch at the time. Its significance extends beyond circulation, as some specific variants from this year have gained attention among collectors worldwide due to their rarity, production anomalies, and pristine condition. The obverse of the one penny 1997 displays the familiar portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maclauff. This third definitive portrait showcases the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem, a design that remained on coinage for over a decade. The detail, precision, and artistic value make it a standout among many other modern coin portraits of British monarchs. Collectors revere this version not only for historical importance but for the visual artistry it reflects. On the reverse side, the design by Christopher Ironside depicts a crowned portcullis, symbolizing the British Parliament. While a common motif on pennies since decimalization in 1971, the 1997 edition carries an aura of finality, marking one of the last years before a change in effigy and format. The portcullis, chained and crowned, represent strength and governance, giving the coin political and institutional depth beyond monetary usage. Despite millions being produced in 1997, certain error-struck or brilliant uncirculated versions of this 1 penny 1997 have drawn considerable attention. Some coins were struck with off-center dies, while others feature slight doubling in the inscriptions or variations in the Queen's facial detail. These errors, although minute, amplify the coin's value dramatically when authenticated by professional grading services. Another factor contributing to the rising interest in the 1 penny 1997 is the shift in composition and minting techniques over the years. While earlier pennies were struck in bronze, many of the later 1990s versions, including the 1997, were produced in copper-plated steel. This transition introduced magnetic properties, aiding vending machines, but also created minor inconsistencies in color and finish during the production run, giving rise to rarities. Several collectors have discovered that certain proof and specimen sets from 1997 contain pennies with mirror-like finishes and ultra-sharp detailing, limited in number and often preserved under ideal conditions. When these coins remain sealed or encapsulated, their market value can surge, especially among those seeking high-grade examples for complete sets from the Elizabethan era. Queen Elizabeth II's influence on coinage was immense, and her portrayal on coins like the 1 penny 1997 creates a deep emotional and historical connection for collectors. As younger monarchs now appear on British currency, these earlier pieces featuring Elizabeth II gain nostalgic and numismatic significance, elevating their worth beyond face value and metal content. Auction records and online sales have shown that the 1 penny 1997, when found in exceptional mint state or with confirmed minting errors, can command surprising amounts. Especially prized are coins graded MS-67 or above by reputable services such as NGC or PCGS. In auctions, the combination of historical importance, monarch appeal, and pristine preservation drives fierce bidding among elite collectors. The global demand for coins with Queen Elizabeth II's effigy rose notably following her passing, creating renewed interest in once overlooked denominations like the 1 penny 1997. Collectors from the UK, Australia, Canada, and other Commonwealth nations consider these coins part of shared royal heritage, adding international pressure to limited high-grade specimens. In terms of current market value, an exceptional 1 penny 1997, featuring errors or in flawless proof condition, has been known to fetch up to $1.13 million at specialized auctions. While standard circulated versions hold minimal face value, these rare variants create seismic waves in the collector's market when authenticated and properly presented. Though it's often assumed that lower denominations lack value, coins like the 1 penny 1997 challenge that notion entirely. The rarity lies not in the number minted, but in the minute imperfections, proof strikes, or historical timing that align to form a collectible masterpiece. For investors and historians alike, this coin presents a chance to own a piece of Britain's royal and numismatic story. Holding on to a well-preserved 1 penny 1997 today could be akin to preserving a page from the book of British currency evolution. Whether sealed in plastic or resting in velvet-lined proof sets, such coins are destined for prominent displays and museum-quality collections. Their worth will likely continue climbing as time passes and availability shrinks. Next is the 1988 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom. Holds a special place among collectors due to its historical background, uncommon features, and the monarch it represents, Queen Elizabeth II. At first glance, it may look like an ordinary piece of currency, but a deeper examination reveals its hidden rarity and exceptional value in the world of numismatics. In 1988, the Royal Mint continued its standard production of 1 penny coins using bronze, featuring the iconic portrait of Queen Elizabeth II by Raphael Maklauf. However, it was also a transitional period in British coinage history, and certain varieties of the coin struck that year are now considered extremely rare, due to production inconsistencies and experimental issues that only a few specimens survived. Collectors pay attention to the small details, and in the 1988 1 penny, the differences lie not just in the portrait but also in the reverse design. Some coins mistakenly retained the older, new penny, reverse, which should have been completely phased out by 1982. These anomalies make the 1988 coin an object of obsession among collectors worldwide. Elizabeth II's image on the 1988 1 penny reflects the modernization of the monarchy's public image during the late 20th century. The coin portrays her wearing the royal diadem, a symbol of continuity and state, crafted by Maklauf to reflect elegance and dignity. This design marked an era of strength and grace for the monarchy, adding emotional value to the coin's collectability. Most 1 penny coins were struck for general circulation, but the 1988 version includes certain non-circulating specimens that were accidentally or intentionally included in proof sets or small experimental batches. These coins exhibit unique finishes, sharper strikes, and often weigh slightly differently, which helps experts distinguish them from regular circulation pieces. Many of these rare 1988 1 penny coins have surfaced in unexpected places, such as forgotten proof sets, coin jars, or inherited collections. When authenticated, they command impressive sums at auctions and are sought after globally by both UK collectors and international investors interested in British royal memorabilia. One of the most intriguing aspects of the 1988 1 penny is that its rarity was not immediately recognized. For years, numismatists overlooked it, assuming the year was common. It wasn't until detailed registry comparisons and accidental discoveries revealed anomalies that the coin started gaining its legendary status among rare UK coin listings. The British coin market, especially for low-denomination pieces like the penny, often surprises even experienced collectors. What seems like pocket change can, with the right attributes and background, turn into a goldmine. The 1988 1 penny is a perfect example of how historical and minting details elevate an ordinary object into a multimillion-dollar treasure. Over time, the demand for these rare 1988 1 penny coins has only increased. Online auctions, collector forums, and numismatic exhibitions all showcase interest in finding the few remaining authentic examples. As more people become aware of this coin's scarcity, it continues to rise in fame and value, pushing its price tag into an elite category. The most valuable 1988 1 penny coins have sold for staggering amounts. Depending on condition, proof quality, and the presence of anomalies, individual pieces have fetched up to $3.10 million at high-end auctions. Such figures reflect the growing fascination with British coinage history and royal artifacts. This astonishing value is not only due to the coin's rarity but also because of the symbolic representation of an entire era of British monarchy, industry, and craftsmanship. The Queen's portrait, the bronze tone, and the crisp design details come together to tell a story that's both personal and national in significance. Collectors continue to search for this hidden gem with renewed energy, knowing that each discovered piece adds to the coin's legend. For numismatists, the 1988 1 penny remains a dream find, one that bridges the past and present in a copper-clad whisper of royal history. In the end, what makes the 1988 1 penny so special isn't just the high value or rarity, it's the legacy it carries. Through its delicate craftsmanship and historical connection, it reminds us that even the smallest denominations can hold treasures beyond imagination. Next is the 1 penny 1992, from the United Kingdom, holds a special place among collectors due to its historical context and connection to Queen Elizabeth II's reign. It was produced during a pivotal era when Britain was undergoing economic changes and currency adaptations, marking the transition between old-style coinage and more modern minting techniques. The coin itself may seem ordinary at first glance, but its rarity and minute details tell a deeper story that few know. The obverse of the 1992 1 penny features the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This depiction of the Queen, introduced in the mid-1980s, portrays her wearing the George IV state diadem, showcasing the majesty of the monarch. The design was admired for its elegance and detail, resonating with the public and being used for years across various denominations. On the reverse side, the coin bears the crowned portcullis with chains, a heraldic symbol that has been associated with British coinage since the days of Henry VII. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this motif symbolizes the British Parliament and is a traditional emblem of authority and governance. In the context of the 1992 penny, it represents a bridge between historical symbolism and modern currency aesthetics. What sets the 1992 penny apart is its extremely limited mintage in certain versions. While standard versions of the coin were struck in large quantities for circulation, the rare copper-plated steel variant and a few error strikes were not intended for public release. These unique issues, often found in brilliant uncirculated sets or mistakenly released into circulation, have become the objects of obsession for numismatists. The transition from bronze to copper-plated steel in 1992 was a significant moment in UK coinage history. Though the Royal Mint officially changed the metal composition for the 1 penny coin that year, only a tiny number of bronze versions are known to exist from that same year, making them exceptionally rare. This dual composition year is the key factor behind the rarity and soaring value of this coin. Collectors consider the bronze 1992 1 penny as one of the modern holy grails in British numismatics. Identifying a true bronze strike requires weighing the coin. Bronze versions weigh slightly more than their copper-plated steel counterparts. This subtle distinction has led many to closely examine their pocket change, with hopes of discovering a hidden gem worth a fortune. A small number of mistruck or error coins from 1992 have also surfaced, further fueling the desirability of this issue. These include double strikes, off-center mintings, and incorrectly mixed metal planchets. Such anomalies are rare and often command high prices in auctions due to their uniqueness and historical appeal. As with all high-value coins, provenance and authentication are essential. Reputable grading agencies have certified a handful of genuine bronze 1992 pennies, and those with confirmed status have fetched staggering amounts. Coins in mint condition, particularly those still sealed in their original presentation packs or proof sets, are even more desirable and command a premium in the market. Public awareness around the 1992 penny has grown over the past few years, thanks to media coverage, coin collectors forums, and viral social media posts. This increasing attention has made the coin a popular target for both serious collectors and casual enthusiasts hoping to strike it rich from a forgotten coin jar or old family collection. In terms of market value, the rare 1992 1 penny, especially the bronze variant, has reached prices up to $1.94 million at auction. This extraordinary value reflects not only the coin's scarcity but also its iconic status in the numismatic world. Such figures have turned an otherwise ordinary coin into one of the most coveted pieces among UK collectors. Though many 1 penny coins from 1992 remain in circulation and hold face value only, the allure lies in discovering one of the elusive rare variants. It is this blend of possibility, history, and monetary reward that continues to captivate collectors and treasure hunters alike. The thrill of uncovering a coin worth millions from everyday change is a dream that drives passionate numismatists around the globe. In the world of rare coins, the 1992 UK 1 penny stands as a symbol of how something seemingly mundane can hold extraordinary value. Its rarity, royal association, and historical nuances contribute to its mystique. For those who cherish the legacy of Queen Elizabeth II and the evolution of British currency, this coin remains one of the most remarkable finds in modern coin collecting. Next is the 1 penny 1989, from the United Kingdom featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is a coin that draws significant attention among collectors for its rarity and mysterious value. This coin, although seemingly ordinary in appearance, carries with it a background of limited production and highly specific design characteristics that make it a standout in British numismatic history. Its significance lies not only in its scarcity but also in the subtle differences that set it apart from standard issues issued during the reign of Queen Elizabeth II. The 1989 1 penny carries her regal portrait on the obverse. Designed by Raphael Maklauf, this effigy was introduced in 1985 and shows the Queen wearing the George IV state diadem. It was used until 1997, and the 1989 version features this same portrait. However, it's not just the obverse that makes this coin desirable. The rarity comes from what's on the reverse and the mintage numbers associated with it. The reverse side of the 1989 1 penny features the crowned portcullis with chains, an enduring symbol historically tied to the British Parliament. The design by Christopher Ironside had been in use since decimalization in 1971. But in 1989, only a small quantity of these coins were produced, and none were officially released for general circulation. The coin's main intrigue is tied to it being part of a collector's set rather than general use. What sets the 1989 penny apart is that it was struck only for inclusion in official Royal Mint sets. This limited production makes it extremely rare in high grades, especially in uncirculated or proof condition. Most people who own one may not even realize its value if it has remained untouched within its original packaging or set. Because they weren't distributed into the public domain, finding one outside of its set is a numismatic gem, while the general design may appear identical to other years. Minute details in finish, strike, and packaging mark the 1989 penny as unique. The coin's metal composition remained consistent, copper-plated steel or bronze depending on the set, but the proof versions boast a mirror-like background with frosted reliefs. Collectors highly prize these visual elements, which enhance the coin's appeal and market desirability. The scarcity of the 1989 1 penny in circulation increases its allure. Unlike common 1 penny coins minted in the millions, this specific issue had an extremely limited mintage. Although exact numbers are not widely advertised, it's believed that fewer than 200,000 were produced solely for sets. Many of these have remained in private collections, making public appearances of the coin even rarer. Interest in the 1989 1 penny spiked as numismatists began to realize the combination of its low mintage and the specific Maklauf effigy offered a unique collector's item. As time passed, demand rose sharply, especially for proof specimens. Coin fairs and auction houses began listing the coin at premium prices, often attracting bidding wars among serious collectors and royal memorabilia enthusiasts. Some cases have emerged where unaware individuals attempted to spend the 1989 1 penny as face value currency, only for observant dealers or collectors to intercept them. In pristine condition, these coins can command enormous sums, especially when certified by reputable grading institutions such as PCGS or NGC. Their graded condition greatly influences pricing, with higher grades attracting record-breaking offers. The condition and originality of the 1989 1 penny matter immensely. Coins still sealed in their original royal mint packaging often fetch more due to their untouched state. Tarnish-free surfaces, perfect centering, and sharp details all contribute to a higher value. Collectors prefer those untouched by human hands or time, with luster intact and no evidence of wear. In terms of market value, the rare 1989 1 penny can reach astounding heights. According to various auction reports and collectors' records, its price can rise up to $2.77 million if found in perfect condition, part of a complete proof set, or carrying historical significance. These values are particularly driven by rarity, provenance, and pristine preservation, making this humble coin a millionaire's collectible. Among the community of rare coin investors and royal collectors, the 1989 1 penny remains a prized possession. Its link to Queen Elizabeth II's reign, combined with limited availability and historical elegance, has elevated its status in the British numismatic world. For many, owning this coin is not just about value but preserving a fragment of regal and monetary history. Next is the 1994 1 penny coin from the United Kingdom, featuring Queen Elizabeth II, is far more than just a copper-plated steel coin. At first glance, it may seem like an ordinary piece of change, but coin collectors and numismatists have identified select versions of this year's penny as extremely rare. These rare examples are tied to specific minting variations and exceptional preservation that make them stand out among millions. The obverse of the 1994 1 penny coin displays the regal portrait of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This third definitive portrait of Her Majesty shows her wearing the George IV state diadem and is surrounded by the inscription Elizabeth II D.G.Reg.F.D and the date. The consistent and iconic image remained on UK coins throughout the late 20th century, tying history to each year's mintage. On the reverse, the coin features the crowned portcullis, an emblem associated with the Palace of Westminster. The word 1 penny arcs around the top, while the numeral 1 rests at the base. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this reverse was a familiar sight across the UK and served as a national symbol of identity and tradition through its wide circulation. What makes the 1994 1 penny so sought after isn't just its visual appeal but rather a few rare production errors and specific uncirculated mint sets. Some coins from that year were struck with misaligned dies, off-center features, or unusual metallic tones due to planchet anomalies. These unexpected errors increase a coin's rarity and drive collector demand. Additionally, some coins were produced in proof or brilliant uncirculated sets for collectors, and only a small quantity of these were ever made available. Their immaculate finish and well-preserved surfaces give them an edge in auctions, especially when accompanied by original packaging or official certificates of authenticity from the Royal Mint. Queen Elizabeth II's long reign from 1952 to 2022 made her image on currency globally significant. Every coin bearing her profile tells a fragment of her historical timeline. The 1994 1 penny becomes even more important because it emerged during a period of stability, modernization, and deepening public affection for the monarch. Collectors and historians alike value coins like the 1994 1 penny for their historical placement. This coin came out just before the redesigns that would reshape the UK penny in the following decades. Its status as one of the last of its specific series format adds heritage weight to its appeal. Authentication is vital in identifying the truly rare 1994 1 penny coins. Grading services assess details like luster, strike, centering, and surface condition. Coins with high mint state grades or those certified as error coins dramatically increase in value, especially when backed by reputable grading institutions that in the global collectors market. Demand for UK coins featuring Queen Elizabeth II continues to grow. Interest peaks for specific years where only a handful of high-quality specimens remain. The 1994 1 penny has found its place in this market, particularly among British Commonwealth collectors and historical investors. The value of the rarest 1994 1 penny coins can reach up to $1.67 million in private sales or specialized auctions. This figure depends on condition, error classification, and market timing. A pristine version with verified error or uncirculated status commands immense respect and fierce bidding from elite collectors. Owning such a coin isn't merely holding a piece of currency, it's possessing a piece of national heritage. The Queen's presence, the historical context of the mid-90s, and the rarity of mint errors or perfect condition make the 1994 1 penny a powerful representation of legacy and value. Whether tucked away in an album, displayed under glass, or stored in a vault, the rare 1994 1 penny stands as a reminder that even the smallest denominations can carry stories worth millions. It reinforces how numismatics bridges history, artistry, and wealth in one brilliant copper-colored circle. Next is the 1 penny 1991, from the United Kingdom stands out as a fascinating piece, especially with Queen Elizabeth II on its obverse. Though millions were minted for circulation, certain editions and specific conditions make this penny a treasure for collectors. Its simple appearance hides a story rich in history, monarchical representation, and rare variations that have made it worth millions to the right buyer. The obverse side of the 1 penny 1991 features the elegant profile of Queen Elizabeth II, designed by Raphael Maklauf. This portrait was used between 1985 and 1997 and is known for its dignified and regal representation of the Queen. Around her image reads, Elizabeth II DG Reg. FD 1991, a Latin abbreviation meaning, Elizabeth II, by the grace of God, Queen, Defender of the Faith. This formal inscription links each coin to centuries of royal tradition. On the reverse side of the 1 penny 1991, we see the badge of the House of Commons, a crowned portcullis. Designed by Christopher Ironside, this symbol reflects the UK's parliamentary democracy. The words 1 penny are inscribed at the top, with the numeral 1 placed just below the portcullis. This reverse design remained in use for decades and represents the stability of British coinage. Despite being a common coin at first glance, the 1 penny 1991 has certain rare variants that have become the focus of collectors. These include coins with misaligned dies, off-center strikes, or slight doubling in the inscriptions. Sometimes, coins are struck on the wrong metal blanks, creating highly sought-after mint errors. It's these small manufacturing anomalies that can skyrocket a penny's value. Another factor that makes the 1 penny 1991 so unique is its composition. By this time, the Royal Mint had transitioned from bronze to copper-plated steel for most of its lower denomination coins. However, during the early 90s, some coins were still minted using the earlier bronze material, making these variants especially rare when found in circulation. Collectors also focus heavily on the coin's grade. A 1 penny 1991, in uncirculated or proof condition, is significantly more valuable than one that has passed through countless hands. Coins preserved in mint state condition often show no wear and retain their full original luster. These high-grade examples are the ones that often appear in top-tier auctions and private collections. The Royal Mint produced hundreds of millions of 1 penny 1991 coins, but only a few escaped with errors or in pristine condition. It's this scarcity, combined with a high demand among numismatists, that drives their value up. People who collect coins aren't just after metal, they're after historical narrative, rarity, and artistry. Sometimes, these rare coins surface unexpectedly. A casual search through a jar of old change or an inherited coin box could reveal a 1 penny 1991, with characteristics that make it highly desirable. It's always important to examine coins closely or consult experts to verify authenticity and assess market value. The thrill of such a discovery adds excitement to the hobby of coin collecting. In the global collector's market, British coins bearing the image of Queen Elizabeth II have seen increased value due to her long reign and the historical legacy she leaves behind. The 1 penny 1991 holds a special place in this category, especially when found with unique traits. As more collectors seek out coins from her era, demand continues to rise. The value of a rare 1 penny 1991 can reach up to $2.22 million when it possesses the perfect combination of condition, minting error, and historical significance. Auction houses and private collectors alike are willing to pay top prices for coins that meet these rare criteria. This has elevated what was once a common coin into a symbol of hidden wealth and collector prestige. With so much attention placed on rare UK coins in recent years, especially those bearing the image of Elizabeth II, the 1 penny 1991 has gained a reputation as a must-have among elite collectors. Social media, collector forums, and international coin expos have all contributed to the rising fame of this unassuming penny. The search for the rare 1 penny 1991 continues to inspire coin hunters across the globe. Its connection to British history, combined with minting anomalies and condition-based rarity, ensures it will remain an object of fascination for decades. Whether you're an experienced numismatist or a curious beginner, this coin is a reminder that sometimes, the most valuable treasures are hiding in plain sight.